Hey everyone, this is Ultra Runner. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a quick look at the new release Star Wars The Black Series, Droideka Destroyer Droid from Star Wars Phantom Menace. This is as you can see, I picked up two. I'm actually only going to open one, of course. But I was looking to start only building a little bit of the droids, and I figured one destroyer wasn't good enough, so I picked up a second. Yeah, I'm sure I could probably wait a little bit and get one on discount, but like a lot of you guys, I'm really kind of wanting Hasbro to go back to the well for some of these prequel figures. So I'm willing to spend the money up front, and of course, it's my own money. I'm not, nobody sent this for me free as a trial unit or a review unit, nothing like that at all. But typical Star Wars Black Series box. But I can tell you, people really, all the reviewers did not really, I didn't really grasp the size of this box until I got it. Like, everybody says, oh yeah, it's big, but it is freaking huge. Like, this thing is massive. And I don't know how to scale this unit is to the actual other figures. I'm assuming that Hasbro would have, of course, made these to scale to the actual the movie characters. But I don't know. It seems pretty big to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. But I know there's different shots of visual these guys. And they look different sizes. I mean, I was looking at some of the ones from Bad Batch, whenever they were on the planet that had the people who had reprogrammed the battle droids to fight for them and stuff like that, and the B1s, and they had all the different droids on there. So they just didn't seem that big compared to a lot of the other ones. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, this guy's freaking massive. And there are tie downs everywhere, but that's a good thing because, as intricate as he is, we definitely don't want this thing to be coming apart or breaking or having a piece of snap loose while taking it apart. So let's get this stuff here. All right, clean this out of the way. So, I mean, first in hand, very purple, like way more purple than I expected. But I mean, that is a bad thing. I'm really, it's neither here nor there. That's the color. That's the color. Looks like great articulation. It's a lot lighter than I thought it'd be. For some reason, I thought this would be much heavier. But it is not heavy. It doesn't feel cheap. So, and I know a lot of you guys know I do collect Black Series too, here and there to fill in some of the gaps. But my main thing is, SHFM effects. So I do like the weight. Sometimes weight, gives you a sense of premium feeling. And I would definitely say this thing feels nice. I mean, the paint work, it's got like a pearlescent kind of finish to it. You've got the red dots painted for the eyes. Yeah, I mean, the little hydraulic here in the arms, you've got the little flare out here in the waist. I mean, across the board, I would definitely say, I mean, tons of parts of articulation. Like, I'm not going to walk through all that because at the end of the day, none of it really matters. And the ball mode is kind of a joke. I don't even know why I even threw that in there because it's kind of pointless because it doesn't actually fall into an actual complete ball. It just looks like they're starting a ball mode. But if that's you, you know, go right ahead. That's just not me. But I would say definitely tons of articulation. Looks really good. I don't think it's fragile. I mean, mine is just gonna sit on the shelf literally just like this. And I actually got ordered a few B1 Battle Droids SHF because they re-released those. So I got those guys coming. So I'm gonna have those with these guys, and I'm waiting for the Super Battle Droids to come out. I didn't get the C3PO 2-pack, so I'm gonna wait for the individual releases and do 2 of those. But I mean, across the board, I would definitely say this is great. I mean, if you're looking for this, which honestly you have to specifically be looking for this to get this, you won't be disappointed. I mean, the plastic is not the greatest. It's super gray and not, you know, dry brushed or anything. It's just like just gray plastic. But I'm sure because of the crazy amount of articulation in this thing would have to be like $60 if they would have actually made it. They would have done all that to it, but I'm sure somebody will do it or whatever. But aside of that, I mean, it's good, man. Like I say, I can't complain, you know. So let's get out a couple figures here to take a look at it in comparison. Just kind of size up. So this is the newly released Mafex Bo-Katan, and I've got her with the Mafex Din Djarin's lightsaber. And that's a good size comparison. And honestly, I think this would work in that world for sure. And here is Din. So I keep mine unhelmeted, you know, kind of obvious for my display. Just because there's tons of them with helmets on. That head sculpt here is, I know, if you hadn't seen it, that review video, it's pretty amazing. He's pretty awesome. And let's grab a couple of Black Series figures. Just kind of get a Black Series comparison. We've got the Black Series Cara Dune. So like I said, he stands, man, like he stands a little bit taller than she does. And then we'll grab the Black Series Black Chrysanthemum, or I guess technically just Chrysanthemum, but I mean, it's going to be Black Chrysanthemum for me. And of course he tires over him, so that's a good kind of like side by side if you want to kind of get an idea of how big they are. So, you know, Chrysanthemum definitely towers over both of them, so really, really cool. If you want to go something that's a little bit not necessarily canon, you know, I've got the Mafex Boba Fett from Return of the Jedi, probably my favorite figure, and followed secondly by my second favorite figure, probably is going to be the Empire Strikes Back Mafex Boba Fett. So, you know, and that's kind of cool. That color is not the same, but kind of close. So, not too bad for that. And we'll get those back out of the way. And for a couple final comparisons, we'll bring in the new IG. This is the one that has Grogu in it from The Mandalorian. So, as you can see, I mean, one is the Mafex versus a Star Wars Black Series. So, you can definitely see how the detail and the paint is just completely different. You know, paint versus no paint. But again, I don't expect Mafex to make one of these, so I'm super happy the fact that Black Series even made one. And probably I'll do the last comparison. It's going to be with probably my new favorite figure of all the figures I own is the new Mafex Ahsoka. This figure is, God, she is so good. And the more and more I use her, the more and more I move her around and pose her, the more and more I like her. Just phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. She's definitely not a must pick up for anybody. The Black Series is probably, honestly, probably 50% of this Ahsoka. But this cloak is the best soft good cloak I have ever come into grips with. And I have a ton of Mafex, I have a ton of Mezco, ton of SH Figure Arts. this cloak this poncho cloak that she has is crazy good, and this wire on every edge, and it's got great texture, blah blah. This is not about her. Let me move out of the way because I'll just ramble about her all day long because I just love her to death. But yeah, but there you go. I think this is a pretty cool pickup, and really like the fact that Hasbro went that route, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Got any questions or got any comments, please comment down below. Like and subscribe as always. All right, thanks so much. Talk to you guys later. Peace.